Alright guys, today we're going to try and put one in the wind column. We're going to try and replace the windshield washer reservoir. So we're going to run through what's up with it now, and it should just be two easy bolts and unplug and plug back in. But as we saw last time with the bezel, it doesn't always go the way that you want it to go. So I think we're even now, 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's try and make this one a win, put it in the wind column. So I'm going to fill it up with water and show you all what it's doing right now. Reservoir, water. Close it up. Alright, so full reservoir. Let's go ahead and turn it to accessory. You know, let's leave it on accessory. You can hear it. Hope y'all can hear the motor going. You can see a little bit of fluid trying to come out there. Things are going. Who knows? Who knows what it is? Luckily, we have this. We have a brand new reservoir. Has a built-in motor. Should be relatively easy. Like I said, 1, 2 bolts. They're 10 millimeter. I already checked. We got our ratchet right here. We should be able to hook this thing up. The tubing and the plug. There's a whole lot of wiring that runs back here. That's what this indention is. That's a place where you could potentially run into trouble today. It even came with some new hose. So if the hose is a problem, we can take care of that stuff too. So let's get started. So you may be asking yourself right now, well, hey, Nickel, if the motor works, and it might just be a clog in the tubing, although the tubing up here looks relatively new. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's that stuff that looks pretty nasty. Why are you going to replace this? Well, I don't know if we can see it. Can you see the moisture in there? First time I filled this thing up, I was like, wow, I'm going to have working windshield wipers. Then I came out and saw this and thought I'd blown something up. Basically, this reservoir has a crack or a hole in it somewhere. That's why we're going to replace it. And we're going to see if we can actually get this thing to fire. Alright, so we have our 10 millimeter ratchet. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Alright, well, as usual, it's 13 millimeter, but this is up too high and it won't go over, so I'm just going to use a pair of Alright, so things are looking pretty raggedy in here. Let's just pull this out. This is the, God, you can't see it because of the sun and everything. This is the plug, and it's pretty fouled up. I'm going to have to get in there and clean it. This is the tubing right here. This looks pretty bad, but here's the deal. This wraps up underneath. Oh no, they actually just, okay, so here it is right here. I'm hoping y'all can see it. They just taped it. It runs up here to this Y intersection. Now this feels new. This has a lot of play in it. And it's all connected all the way through. So I think what I'm going to do is replace this right here. as long as we have new tubing, because it's feeling pretty bad. I don't know, maybe we'll just hook it up and see if it runs. I don't know. Alright, so now we got to get the battery cover back on, but I'm not going to do, or the battery not cover, but placement back on. I'm not going to do that though until I route this. So, alright, so everything has been tightened back up. We are about 2 drinks in. Let's go ahead and close the hood here and let's see what we're dealing with. I'm not going to close it all the way in case I need to get back under it. Okay, let's see what we got here. See what we have. Oh, well, we have one side going. Nothing out of the driver's side. So what do we call this one? Is this one a fail? It's definitely not a win. Look at that, that's pretty weak. Maybe call this one a draw. Anybody have any suggestions here? So I've read that sometimes you just need to get in there and clean the nozzles out. I also took a look at it before I got inside the car, and the main line feeds into a Y tube, and I pulled it off to make sure that everything was clear. The Y tube goes straight to this one and it Ys off to that one. So now why this one would have liquid and that one doesn't, I don't know. But this is way better than what we had before. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so I've unplugged everything up to this point. Now watch. Boom. So, what that's telling me is there's something messed up here in the squirter. So, I gotta figure out how to take that off now. But anyway, water is coming all the way to the squirter. This is what connects to it. But it's just these nozzles right here. So, oh, fun and excitement. Never can have just a new. Alright, so here's the deal. In the hood, there's apparently a screw. Not a screw, I'm sorry, but a bolt that is embedded in there. And this little nozzle right here, if you come at it from underneath, the screw doesn't come out. It's locked in there somehow. I can't get my head up in there to figure it out. But anyway, this little plastic sprayer comes out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it in. I tried blowing through it. Nothing. From both ends, nothing. So I'm going to take it in and I'm going to see what I can find to try and clean this thing out. Because water comes all the way to here, but it's not getting from here through these nozzles, and I'm already seeing this looks like it might be clogged. So I'm just going to go mess with everybody. So, fiddle farting around, I had to go get my glasses, but what I did is I just started sticking a pin, and again I'm not wearing my glasses right now as this is in front of the camera. I started sticking my pin just in all these different areas. That's better. Alright, more line. So I started sticking it down the different things. And again, I'm not where my, but anyway, in like that. And then scraping out the inside here. And I would blow on each end. And a second ago when I blew on this end, I got junk that came out this end. So we're going to button it all back up and try it out. And we'll see how it works. Alright, so basically what I said here, you take this and you push it down. And there's a little nut right here. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that! 2 squirters, 2 squirters. Granted, the driver's side is weak. Very weak. But hey, you know what? We're going to call this one a win. Alright, win for the day. So our win column is more than our loss column. Yeehaw.